Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to revise the aggregate functions. Okay, we already talked about the selection queries, so today we are going to talk about aggregate queries. So this is the official documentation about aggregate functions of SQLite. I'll let you this link in the video so you can revise it in the future. So here you have the different aggregation functions like average, max, mean, total, and explanation. So let's write sums of this function in queries. So let me go to SQLite Studio. So aggregation function is something that you will use always with a group by. Okay. So let me copy and paste a query, and I'm going to explain you that. Okay, draw your attention here. Group by. When you group by the data, the information that you calculate here, okay, in this case we are using the count and the average function, and we want all the restaurants that group by wheelchair access. So we have restaurant with has wheelchair access, a restaurant that doesn't have wheelchair access. So if I execute this query, you will understand. This case we have two values for wheelchair access. So we have two restaurants that doesn't have wheelchair access, and another 4 that have wheelchair access. So in this case we are grouping the data by this field, by this column, okay, and we want to count all the restaurants in each category, and also we have the average price. I also use the function round because I want to round the value to 2 decimals only. Okay, if I remove the round, okay, so you can see the difference. In some cases they give me more decimals, so if I want only 2 decimals I can only round, and here we are. Okay, notice that you can you can give a name to the column that you are calculating here. In this case, the count column, I put the name of n, and for the average I don't write a name, but I can put something like this here, and the name of the column is changed. So this is aggregation in SQL, but you can do something more difficult, because maybe sometimes you want to specify conditions. You know that we can specify filters with the where clause. Okay, for example, I don't know in this case, but let's say where name is not null or something like this. It doesn't make sense in this case, okay, but remember you can use the where when you want to specify a filter in a column on the table. But consider the next example. Okay, let me copy and paste. And now we have something very similar, but here the clause having, okay, it works very similar to the where, but you have to use the having clause when you want to specify a condition, a filter, but over a calculated field. Okay, in this case, n is not a field, is not a column of the table restaurant, but I want to say that I want only the restaurant that have more than 2. Okay, so in this case only this restaurant meets the condition. If I execute the query, I have only one row, but the important thing here is that this condition cannot be specified in the where. If I try something like this, okay, where n something like this, okay, and I remove the having, we are run into error. Okay, misuse of aggregation count. I am not allowed to use this condition in the where. So this is the difference between the where and the having. Okay, I think it's very easy to remember. Okay, now we fix the query and it was again. Well, I have another example, but I think it's easy, but I'm going to paste here and something like this. If I give a name to the to another column for the average, I can specify a condition in the having. I recommend you always give a alias, a name to the aggregation functions, so you can use it in the having. Because if I don't do that, if I remove the alias, the average, obviously this query is bad because average is not defined here. So if I run the query, I have a error because no such column average doesn't exist. I can do something like this. Okay, I can copy this this part, and this works. This also works, but this is a bad practice. Okay, so I recommend you do it as it, something like this. Always give a name to your calculate column, and if you need to specify a filter, remember in this case you have to use the having and not the where. Okay, so this all for today. I expect you understand this type of query, and see you in the next video. Bye.